I actually don't for a second think that the king is going to be giving those children princely rank or the right to use princely rank. First of all, they don't live here. Can you imagine Prince Archie and Princess Lily swanning around, offering everybody avocados on the pot farm in California? Somehow I don't think that's going to fly very well with the British public or the Commonwealth. So I think right there it's problematic. And also, there are other issues involved with those children having titles, which are very contentious matters and have not been resolved. So I think, for all sorts of reasons, it doesn't make sense for them to hope that those children will be given any title whatsoever. And I think it's ridiculous of them to keep on pushing for this, because let's remember, the Wessex children are just at the moment Lord and Lady, although Prince Edward and Sophie have done wonderful work over the decades. And in fact, those children, in my opinion, should be made to step up to the plate and perform royal duties. So I think if you compare those two situations, you will see that Harry and Meghan are yet again totally deluded.
Interesting. Fascinating insight there, Phil. What do you think? Is King Charles finally starting to realise he can't give in yet again to Harry and Meghan, especially over these titles?
I think these titles are one of the few weapons he's got, Dan, aren't they?
Yeah.
He's got to fight back with something. He's got to have some sort of club behind his back. We have to remember at the end of the day that he wants to have a relationship with his grandchildren. He must be desperately sad not to see them. I'm sure he'd like to make the peace, but he's got to have something to fight back with, and that is one of the things that he can hold over Harry and Meghan, who, after all, are holding things over him with their books and TV shows. So it's a bit of a trade-off at the moment.
Lady C, do you get any sense that King Charles is realising that and I don't use this word lightly, the danger that Harry and Meghan cause if they are allowed to get all of these concessions from the royal family? I mean, he's trusting Justin Welby to do the negotiations. I mean, Justin Welby, I call him woke Welby, Lady C, and he's totally in the camp of Harry and Meghan. He thinks Meghan's a humanitarian.
Yes, well, and let's remember the pig airline that you have to book tickets on, because flying pigs come from Montecito first class every single day of the week. No, I think the king is, I think he's a lot more aware, and I think he's a lot more decisive, and I think he's a lot less wishy-washy than the public are aware of. And I think he's very alert to the dangers, but it's a very complex situation because, the possibility is that Harry has been brain damaged. And, he's dealing with a very complex set of circumstances.
What do you mean by that, Lady C?
Well, Diana was bulimic when she was pregnant with Harry. And there are studies that have been done on the effects of bulimia upon fetuses.
Yes, although he has been very open about his own mental health problems, I guess. We can't diagnose him on air.
No, we're not trying to diagnose him. We're just making the point that this is a possibility and that the king has to factor it into the equation.
Well, I do remember Thomas Markle on this show before his stroke, bless him, saying that he thought Harry may have been dropped on his head as a baby because he was saying such idiotic things. I think that was a joke, though. I think he was making a joke.